The last French military troops have left Niger on 22nd of December. Now, this is really good news for Niger after fighting with France for the past 5 months, ever since the military administration took over the power or the ruling from Mohamed Bazoum. Now, this is really a good news for the country. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, bringing you the latest from Africa, and particularly also from the Sahel region, from West Africa. Now let's get into it. So this last French military troop have left Niger. As we all know, last September, President Macron have announced that by the end of this year, 2023, all French troops, which were around 1,500, will leave Niger. So the first troop have left Niger in October. Ever since, they have been removing bit by bit. So last 22nd of December, I guess on Friday, they have removed the rest of the military from Niger. Now, this news was brought by the Army Lieutenant of Niger, Salim Ibrahim, who signed this pact with the French military, ending this military alliance pact with Niger. But Niger unilaterally has said that it has terminated the security alliance or the military pact with France. Niger, has terminated a lot of that colonial vestige, the colonial tax that's known as colonial tax on Niger. So they have been doing their thing unilaterally, but now France finally have removed all its military. Now, this year alone, this is for the third time France is leaving the Sahel region, major alliances, those Western African Western African countries where France have a strong hold politically, economically, and also militarily. So this is really a big move. Now, whether this would mean for Niger, it's really completely independent from the Western neocolonialism. That is something to be put in question mark, because as they all when French military leave, we still have in Niger the U.S. military, also less by number. It used to be 1,100, but now they are less. But still, the U.S. military, it exists in Niger. There is a German military, and there's some Italian military there. I mean, don't forget that before this coup or before this revolution happened, a number of Western countries, including Canada, America, EU, as a group, as a European Union, and also unilaterally the European Union countries like German, France, Italy, and others. I mean, they all have their military presence in Niger. So they left when the military administration took power. Not only they left, but also they have cut ties and funds any bilateral relation with Niger. Now they see that that's not going anywhere, but they are starting, to mend that relationship with Niger. Now let's focus on this last troop of French military troop leaving Niger. Now, this is, not only France this is the end of the era for France, the post-colonial, of France presence in West Africa or in the Sahel, but also, the main, in 2014, France created this G5 Sahel alliance that, according to them, will allow them to fight the terrorists in the Sahel region. That is also have been terminated. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso have quitted this group, and the last two group, which is Chad and Mauritania, since they are just two countries, so they have left because by law, in the formation of this G5 Sahel alliance, if three countries leave the group, then it can be dismantled. That is what happened. It's a major defeat for France, but now what we are worried about is Niger. So are they on the right path? Is it something that one when one Western power leaves the country, then another one is coming? So that's something that needs to be seen through time. Now, according to the military, the lieutenant, the Niger army lieutenant, here is what he said: marks the end of disengagement, meaning these troops leaving Niger. It marks the end of the disengagement process of French forces in the Sahel. That's what he said. But many said this was out of the camera. The French wanted it to be done very secretly. Now, just before we go to now, I just want to bring you to this to your attention that last week the German minister visited Niger, meaning the defense minister Boris Pistorius. He and the development also minister have visited Niger. Why not only Niger, also the Sahel region, one more country, I think it's Mali. So now this is, according to you, as you read it here, to assess the security situation. So their visit comes as Germany plans to withdraw peacekeeping troops from Mali while boosting cooperation with Niger. Why? I mean, these three countries, by the way, have created, meaning Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, a military alliance that will enable them to defend, each other if any intervention, any invasion happens in one of these countries. Then they have this military pact, military agreement that they can come, they can fight together whoever is invading either of these countries. So I really am wondering that while they're withdrawing from Mali and then trying to boost another military alliance with Niger, because this is what happened during the ousted president time, during Mohamed Bazoum's time in Niger, when Mali and Burkina Faso have kicked out Niger, have kicked out the French military. Then what France did is, its major alliance was with Mohamed Bazoum. So they brought all this military in Niger. So I really don't. I really hope that the Niger government, the current government, is taking this into consideration and act accordingly, not making the same mistake. But just again to remind you. This was again German, when the military administration took power. This is what happened. Germany suspends cooperation with Niger after coup. This was like at the end of July. The military administration took power on 26 to be exact, and so this news came out on the 31st of July. Now they are going to go and create their own bilateral relation unilaterally with Niger. So you can see, all this banning and restrictions and making Niger, removing Niger from any cooperations, from whether be it from the financial institutions like IMF, World Bank, or the European Union, or whatever. It doesn't work, because at the end of the day, they need Africa. So they're going to come to you and knock your door. It's up to the African leader, to stay vigilant and be consistent, and be consistent in that aim of making the country fully independent from neo-colonialism. That is what needs to be done, because the rest of the world cannot live without Africa. They need Africa. So whether you like it or not, you're going to find them at your door, knocking, because they need their natural resources, whether it's a manpower, be it everything. They need Africa. Africa for their existence. So just to be firm in that independence, full independence of Niger and other African countries, and to work in the best interest of the African people should be a priority for any African, leader. Now, another thing is, now as this French military leaves, the US military is still in Niger and the German military is still in Niger. They haven't withdrawn. So is German now going to replace French military? What's going to happen? As we remember in Mali, when they kicked out the French military out of their country, immediately the place, even the same military camp, military site, the same military base was occupied by the Wagner group of Russia. But that was something that's welcomed by the people of Mali, and they were happy with the results that what the Wagner group and the Malian army are doing in terms of fighting the jihadists or the terrorists. So it's something that is supported. So what do you think of this now, the last French troop leaving Niger, but still the US military and the German army is still in, and some Italian army is as well also in Niger? What do you think of this? Is there any strategy by the Nigerian government, for doing this? If there is any Nigerian out there, please come and comment, below, so let us know what is going on. But before I leave, I want to invite you to listen to this.
Signing these documents effectively heralds the end of a century of colonial and post-independence French presence in Niger. On the tarmac, the last of the troops lined up to board 2 transport planes. Their departure is marked by a rally in front of the same base the French called home just hours before. Supporters of the coup here are elated.
We need the new rulers to forge trade and defence relations with countries that will treat us with fairness and respect. This day we consider as our day of independence.
Now the question is it really an Independence Day for Niger? I mean, yes, the French military may have been removed or may have left Niger, but is this what they want, or still there are works to be done? Let us know in the comment section what do you think of this, and we will take it further. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you like what we bring here, and also share the video with others. Let's empower each other with information and knowledge. That's what we say. If you want to support us further, please go in the description section and you can donate to our PayPal accounts. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.